Hello there, beautiful people of the internet. First of all, it's gonna be a very different video from any other I have ever made. And if you have time, if you're curious why, you will find out shortly. Where do I start? Let's start with this. That it's 12 minutes, couple of seconds to 10 a.m. It's a Friday morning, February the 28th, 2020, and I don't even know when this video will be online, okay, because where are we currently? Just give me a second. I'm gonna show you where this whole situation happens. Okay, we are scheduled for today. Okay. The videos that are going online, that are being premiered, they are still in Polish. It's a TGC short videos, short films playlist. It's a 1011th video being premiered today. So we are not even in English today, because I've got such a backlog of videos that I'm uploading them chronically. Ah, Jesus, come on. Chronologically. So they hit website with a great delay, but this is the order I've been recording them. So let's make this an introduction. So all my recent videos have been just small videos about, I don't even remember what was the last video about, but it was some meaningless little video. Okay, one thing you might have probably noticed is that there aren't any videos. It's really hard to talk about it, because I don't know how it will look like, if this video will ever hit internet, because I'm uploading videos almost daily, and I schedule them each day after day. So there is no break between those videos you see, but there are sometimes weeks or even a month breaks between one video and another one. So you know what date it is. I don't remember when was the last video I've mentioned the date, but you will probably can count it somehow from the last video to this video, or from the previous video, doesn't really matter. And it's been quite hard time for me recently, because my girlfriend and I, we broke up for 2 weeks. And little things, to be honest, little things, okay? Basically me being an asshole for her. Nothing terrible, okay? It wasn't like I really wanted to do it. It was like I couldn't really help it. There were just slight disagreements. I've got my personal problems with little things like I don't know. It's like issues with being super clean. I hate dust. I hit my shoes against each other when I go into a car, when I get into a car. I just really like clean things, and it really bothers me, and that was one of the reasons she couldn't see future with me, because I care about little things that are, you know, pretty much meaningless, and I understand it, okay? It's just something that makes me uncomfortable, and yeah, I have to put some effort to actually overcome it, but you know, I understand that it can be really difficult for others. That was one reason, but the main thing was that I wasn't really happy with her. I mean, I was happy with her, but I was letting her know that she isn't, you know, the girl I would like her to be, that I can easily replace her, you know, basically really hard stuff, which I unfortunately hadn't felt the weight of it. I was, you know, putting on her all the stress, and she was constantly scared that I'm gonna leave her because she didn't feel, you know, someone important, you know. She obviously was for me, but yeah, there were times like I felt like whatever she says I don't like, I'm just gonna, you know, tell sorry, we are breaking up because, just because, okay? So I understand her, it's not her fault, it's like 98% my fault, so it's totally understandable. The thing is, you know, we had like 2 weeks break, we didn't talk to each other. And then I realized that the feelings I had trouble to create, you know, that I really love her, okay? Basically, which I really didn't feel during our 1.5 years of being together. I really had trouble to feel it, you know, because of various reasons, but mainly because she was far from the ideal picture I had in my stupid mind, okay? Funny enough, I wouldn't change her for anyone else right now, because I know doesn't really matter, okay? So, keep it together, Chan. Keep it together. This is the little problem. So, come on. 1 second, okay? Okay, so we had this 2-week break, and there was Friday, not so long time ago, because we've got the 28th of February, and it was Valentine's Day 2 weeks ago, you know, 14th of February, and I was doing my daily routine chores, you know, I was vacuuming the upstairs, and it hit me like that, you know. There were like different things, because why I have felt that way, but it doesn't matter, because I have finally felt like she's the one. Finally I feel like I love her, okay? I wanna fight for her. So I called her. You know, I think we talked a little previously, in previous days, just a small talk, you know, she was suffering because she loved me so much and she had to separate herself from me, you know, and they were like, we had 2 longer chats previous days, and you know, there were like silent days afterwards, because we were just, you know, feeling bad, because I don't know, we cared for each other, but I wasn't giving her any hopes for our future, okay? So yeah, eventually, you know, that Friday morning I have barely finished vacuuming upstairs. I remember I ate breakfast, a big breakfast mixed with dinner, and you know, I was watching a video and we had a talk when I was preparing my dinner mixed with breakfast, and it hit me that she's really gone, okay? That she's really, you know, she really broke up with me and it's not coming back. Then I really felt like, you know, I don't want to lose her, and I asked her if will she give me a chance, okay? And then I will throw in a little bonus if she will, you know. And obviously, you know, she was battling. That was 2 weeks after she has decided to call me and said, listen, you know, I'm leaving you. So that wound was really fresh. So she said, okay, she said, okay, we'll try. And I, you know, before she had the chance to actually think about it, you know, deeper, I told her that I'm just dressing up and I'm going straight to Warsaw, you know, 100 and some kilometers away from me, and I will be with her in an hour and a half. She said, okay, so we ended our call, and yeah, I dressed up, brushed my teeth, because I was thinking that I might stay there and I don't want to pack all the crap I usually take with me when we were going somewhere together. So I just grabbed my phone, the power bank, that's it, you know, that's it. And I just went, closed the house. My parents were out in work, and so I didn't even message my mother or let my father know that I'm going to Warsaw, because I didn't want to worry them, okay? It was spontaneous. I just felt it's really deep in my heart that I want to fight her. It was like, I don't know, like getting up from a chair. That was the weight of that decision. It was like super easy, because all the way, I remember the weather was super bad, you know, it was raining, it was dark, it was rain with snow mixed together, and I was afraid I'm not gonna make it, I'm not gonna reach Warsaw, and I was thinking about hugging her, you know, that was the only thing I was thinking about. The funny thing is that because of I don't know, I was having a really hard time with my depression, and we had a long break before our last tour to another city, okay? I think the last time we were... where were we last time? I think it was New Year in Kielce, in our favorite city. That was the last time we've seen each other, and I was really longing, I was really missing her, you know? And I don't know, I was battling myself, and I mean, I knew what's going on in my head, but she just felt really alone, okay? I wasn't there for her, I was fighting with my demons in my head, you know, and she was all alone. She's all alone in a city far away from her family, and I'm not even there, you know, on the other side to talk to her and to be with her mentally. So, yeah, sorry, I think I had some doors closed here in my room, and I don't know what's going on outside my room. So, where are we? So, it was 2 weeks ago, and, you know, we met, we talked, we spent the night together, in her dormitory. Obviously I didn't take any camera or anything, because phone was the only thing I've taken. I took with me. Sorry. Hopefully it's straight. You know, it's 2 weeks after that Valentine's Day, the last time we've seen each other, and it was again very hard for her, because she barely learned how to live without the idea of me not being in her life, you know. And I came back and asked her for another chance, you know. So another days she's been suffering again, you know. I was super happy. I was super happy that she's back, that she's there, you know. I was super happy, you know. I feel like, wow, I'm not gonna let her ever go again. But of course, you know, next days came, like my little problems, my doubts, like she has also changed, okay? After the decision and after that 2 weeks break time when we haven't talk to each other because, you know, she broke up with me. I was obviously angry because, yeah, it was bad. I was an asshole and everything, but, you know, let's fight for it. Let's do whatever it takes. But yeah, that was her limit, okay? I don't blame her. I understand her, and I'm the one who. Okay, so I'm the one who is to blame for what happened. I'm losing my topic here. So she came up with demands, you know, like you have to go, you know, make a visit and see a psychologist, you know, to she just wanted to help me somehow because she knew I'm battling my, you know, depression, my little things, you know, and she felt like it will help me, but that was one of the reasons, you know, you have to go and see the psychiatrist, psychological, no wait, psychiatrist, or wait a second, psychologist, okay, so someone who might help me, you know. She asked me for one thing, just go, okay. I didn't want to go because of, it's hard to explain, okay. But I've explained her why I don't want to go. I might go somewhere sometime in the future, just out of curiosity, because it's a subject I'm really interested in, and I would like to see what experience it would bring me, but not now, okay. Another demand, she said, like she really needs to find her own life, you know, rent a flat, and she really wanted to have something own. Obviously I'm living with my parents, you know, in a very safe zone. She's out there in a dormitory surrounded with random people who really makes her, who really bothers her, okay, because they, just imagine, there are like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's make it 5 people share the same toilet, same bathroom, okay, 2 sinks. It's hard, okay. I totally understand it, that she wanted to have their own place, and here comes my fear, okay. I've been living in the very safe zone, the thing which has been created by my parents. I have just, you know, moved into a small room, and I've been dwelling here in a very comfortable zone, far away from any problems, and I was like, I don't want to move out, you know. It's not like I don't want to live with you, because I really want it, but I just don't know how to connect, you know. It's a big apple. I don't know how to bite it, okay. It's way too big for me. I can't cope with it, you know. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna figure something out, but you know, you have to be aware of this, that it's really hard for me, okay. So she took it like, you know, he's not gonna change, he's not gonna move out from his parents' house. It's not going anywhere, you know. She has to bail from this relationship because what? In a year and a half she's finishing her master's degree studies and university, and she has to make serious moves because she doesn't want to live with her parents. She wants to find her a job, you know, move to a proper city with a proper job, you know, and I can't be the one holding her back, and I totally understand it, you know. And you know, doubts came into my mind, you know, and I was like, maybe I'm trying to hold her because she's trying to, you know, go away from me, and maybe this is the only reason I'm really trying to keep her close to me, because I'm gonna be alone. You know, I had never had problem with being alone because I'm a really hardcore introvert, but you know, once you share your life with another person, it's really hard to go back, you know. It's really hard to go back because it's much worse living alone, don't have a person to share your emotions with, to, you know, just basically live your life with another person. It's just better to play games with someone, to watch movies together, to go somewhere, you know, for a holiday or something. It's just better, so it's really hard to go back. And but I had this thing in my head that it's so easy to replace her because she's so imperfect that, you know, it will be easy. I knew that her character, that her mind was beautiful and everything, but I had really trouble with her outer image, which is, I just hate myself for that, because I knew she really wanted my support. She didn't want it, she needed it. Okay, she needed big support in this very department, and I was punching her each and every time after time, in her weak point, because I was looking for. I didn't feel happy because of that. I was like forcing myself, and you know, people, I believed, because everyone says that, you know, how another person looks like, you know, and she's not ugly or anything, you know. I think she's beautiful and everything, but she was just way off my image, okay? And I was trying hard to actually love her, but there was something missing. I don't know, it was on the emotional side, that it was some missing link between us, or it was a physical appearance. I don't know, I really don't know, and we were talking about it many times, you know, and I thought we are doing fine, okay? We have agreed that when I feel down in a slump, when I'm fighting my depression, my demons, my daily problems, I will just, you know, I'm there, baby, but please just give me time so I can, you know, overcome it, you know. So I really thought we are doing fine, but you know, she wasn't. So it came to this, and let's go back to that Valentine's Day. 2 weeks after, here we are, and I came back some minutes before 8 p.m. It was a long day. I wasn't really tired because yerba mate helped me a lot. Sorry, I don't think if you can see it, but this very cup helped me a lot, you know, to get through the day. And I remember my last lesson. I'm teaching English kids, so just so you know, if you didn't know, because to be honest, I'm quite ashamed that I'm teaching kids, and I don't really feel like my English is up to the task, you know. I mean, maybe it is for that particular level that they are learning at school. It's alright, but I just feel like it should be much better, okay? But let's move it aside. So yeah, I was I'm a tutor, I'm a private tutor, and I teach English, you know, privately. I go from flat to flat, and 45 minutes, you know, I help kids with English, okay? I teach them, yeah. So I was just about to start my last lesson at I don't know, 6:15 p.m. and I got a call from my brother, and I was like, he never calls me if it's not important, okay? He really needs like me something to do something. He needs me to do something when he really needs it, okay? He doesn't call me with you know, meaningless things. So I messaged him, if it's really important, bro. And he's like, it's okay, no worries. I was okay, so I moved on, and you know, I finished my lesson. I went to the car, happy that no pocket with money. It was a long day, lots of money, lots of earned money, and I was happy, you know. I mean, as happy as I could be, because I knew that my girlfriend, you know, we are still trying to figure out what to do next, because, you know, she wants to make some serious steps in her life, and I'm like not ready. So I was as happy as I could be, but yeah, obviously I wasn't, you know, totally okay, because the person with who I've been almost 2 years. Let's make it 2 years, okay? It's been a year and a half, but let's make it 2 years. You know, we don't know how it will be. So I was okay, and I was like, should I call my brother now, or should I wait till I get home? Because I'm tired, okay? But I'm not gonna postpone it, okay? I'm just gonna call him and see what he needs from me, and probably go somewhere, pick something up, sign some documents or anything. And so I called him, okay? And he was serious in voice. It was yesterday. He called me and he told me that our father is really sick. You know, he told me, you know, he tried to be calm, and everything. He asked me if I'm going home, and I said, yeah, I just finished my lesson and I'm ready to go home, you know, finally rest after week-long work. And yeah, he said that our father is really sorry. It's hard, okay? Kidney cancer, okay? I know there are more serious cancers and everything, but by the way, there is a positive thing in this whole video. So, except for filling you in what's going on right now, there is one thing I would like to share with you, because maybe it will help you, you know. So yeah, we have learned yesterday that our father has a kidney cancer. It's a big one, so, you know, a kidney has to go as fast as we can deal with it, you know. Just faster we deal with it, the better it will be. I don't want to say under influence, but yeah, yerba mate changes my mind, changes my perception, you know. I just receive world a little bit differently. It gives me power, it gives me concentration, it gives me courage and everything, but it's, I don't know, I might have never mentioned it in English, but sometimes it's really hard to control your thoughts. If everything is alright, it amplifies everything that's good, okay? But it's easy to, if you're like a depressive type, if you have problem with depression and everything, it's really hard, it's easy to get in the loop. Sorry for my, you know, face and everything. It's easy to get into a loop of bad thinking. If you have tendency to think about bad things, it just speeds it up. It makes it even more intense, okay? So, 1 second, I have to blow my nose. Just give me a second. So, so I have learned, my family, at least my mother, my brother, and my father, we have learned that my father has a kidney cancer, and I think it's a normal thing that you think about, the worst. So, everyone thinks like this is the end and everything. Obviously, um, there's a great chance that everything will be okay, but yeah, everyone prepares for the worst. So I came back home yesterday, and I really couldn't focus, I was thinking about playing some guitar, my Nintendo Switch, just usual. I wanted to recharge my introvert battery in my very safe zone in this room, and I couldn't because how can you, okay? Your father is really sick, you can't focus. I could barely do anything. I just remember that I went and did some weightlifting because it was the day I wanted to do it, and it was one of the things I really could do it. I couldn't enjoy a film, a TV series, I couldn't play guitar. There's no way I could focus on anything, and it was just felt wrong, me playing guitar when my father has a serious health problem, so I couldn't really do anything. I remember, here comes the very important part in all this. Obviously, when it's bad, you want someone to be with you, right? And we haven't been talking with my girlfriend for the last 2 or 3 days. I don't know. I was again angry, I was like, girl, if you love me so much, why aren't you fighting? That was half of me, but the other half understood her. I mean, I still understand her because I heard her many times, like telling you, sorry, you do not look like a person I wanna love. I mean, maybe not. Sorry, this is not the way I told her, but I was letting her know that I'm not fine with her appearance, okay? And even except for this, I had my troubles, I was just hurting her. So I understand why she has finally decided that it's way too toxic for her to be in this relationship. But God, she was the only thing I wished for, except for it all being a bad dream. Like my father is still very healthy. She was like the second, or even at the same level. I just wanted her to be with me, and it's not like I wanted to listen, my father is very sick. I didn't want to dump her this bad, very negative thing on her. I just wanted for her to be there for me, for me. I just wanted to hear her voice, She's like extension to this room. This is like my comfort zone. This is like a place where I can breathe, I can recharge my batteries. And she felt like hearing her voice, hearing that she is alright, that she's doing fine. I knew it would help me a lot. So even though we haven't talked to each other for the last 2 days, I asked her, how are you? Her last doormate has left dormitory, so I asked her if the new person has already moved in. But I didn't want to be a guy who reach for a person just because I need it, okay? So I really try to keep it real. Obviously she doesn't know what's going on here in my life, because why would she? I mean, if we would be still together, I don't think I would like to mention what's going on here, because she has her own worries, and she doesn't need to deal with it, thinking about that I'm having really serious problems right now, because all my problems up to yesterday were minor, okay? I knew that they were like crappy little things that really bothered me, and I was, going in circles because of that. But I was aware there are really tiny problems, and yeah, they were heavy, they were making me tired and everything, but I knew they are small, and the thing that is on the horizon now, that's a threat. That's a real threat. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with, okay? Because my father is my father is like a pillar of this family. He deals with all the financial things, but that's not the problem, okay? I go to work, I earn money, my mother go to work, earns money, my brother is doing. That's not the problem. He was like a central pillar holding everything. He was the one holding everything. So taxes, payments, everything, every single thing, that was my father, okay? So I can't even imagine what he's going through. Today seems to be like a normal day, but I know it isn't. But he has to go out there. She has lots of contracts because he's like an independent teacher and an electro technician, and she has work in different places, different contracts. He has to go to from place to a place and tell them what the situation is, close the contracts, finish the deals, because he has to prepare for a fight, okay? The first thing is we are waiting. My mother will talk with someone. She's there's no way I'm gonna pronounce it. Give me a second. My mother is okay. There's no pronunciation. Wait, I'm gonna have to check online dictionary for the pronunciation. My mother is
physiotherapist.
So she deals with people who have elder people who have problems with movements. He helped them to move their hands, legs, and etc. Okay, some exercises, light exercises, and she will talk with some doctors today. And the first step is that my father has to go to hospital, and doctors have to cut out the kidney, that bad kidney, and that's the first step. Now here's the positive thing, positive thing. I have not been feeling the same thing as my girlfriend, and funny enough, I like to consider myself as the one who is really good at those things, but obviously I'm not, because I was sitting here, right here, in a very safe place. This is like the safest place I can imagine in the whole earth. I don't have any worries. I just go to work, earn money, and I can do whatever I want with those money, because everything else is taken care of by my father and my mother. So I'm living here a carefree life, and I'm battling my depression, which is like totally pointless. And from time to time I was hurting a person who really loved me unconditionally. You know what I mean? Unconditionally. It was a real love. I knew it, and we talked about it many times. There is no way I'm gonna give up, no matter how angry or how depressed I might be, and I'm not giving up. She will have to be the one who will break up with me, because I'm not gonna do it, because so not sure of many things in my life, and there's no way I'm gonna mess it up, okay? So she has made that decision, but where's my point in all this? If you are still here and you're still listening, wow, man, or girl, big kudos to you, because I know I have the tendency to lose topics and it's really hard for me to follow because of the constant flow of thoughts in my head. I'm trying to share everything with you, and it's, you know, it's all organized in my head somehow, but I can only imagine how messy it must be for a viewer or a listener who listens to it. So I asked, how is she yesterday, after like 2-3 days of not talking. You know, we are still negotiating the terms of our father relationship, what we will do next, you know. I told her that we'll find a way to meet each other, you know. We'll see how it goes and we will move on from there, you know, but we have to try. But, you know, she was afraid of trusting me again. She didn't want to suffer again. Totally understandable. And, you know, I just really wanted to hear her yesterday. And she told me that she's been stalling, she's been quiet because she was trying to find courage to talk with me, because she has finally decided that she wants to finish it. Finally, you know, make this final decision. She doesn't want to continue. She told me that before we talked. It's not gonna be an easy talk for me. I was like, alright, I don't really care, I just wanna hear your voice, you know. Obviously she was really hurt. She was holding her tears back. And it was really hard for her, and I was like, what the hell did you do, man? Why did you do that to her? And I was like, I wasn't even letting, I just made sure that she knows that I'm not okay with it, but I respect it, that I'm here, that I'm waiting. If something changes, you know, I'm here, okay? But obviously I haven't told her about my father, because it wouldn't be fair. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be fair. Why would I share this burden with her? Especially it was so hard for her, because I've been there, okay? I know how hard it is to separate yourself from someone you love, because you see, you just can't deal with it, and there is no future in it, okay? And it's so painful. So I know exactly what she's been through, and yeah, I just made sure that she knows that she's really valuable to me, that I'm really sorry, but she knows all this. She knows, okay? The funny thing is, she said something like, you know, she was looking for a good moment to tell me, because she knew she would hurt me. And I was like, yeah, you couldn't have picked a better moment. And I was like, I mean, it's an irony, okay, of life. Life likes to make those weird combos. When you're happy, it's really easy to be more happy. If you're rich, just look at life. If one person is rich, it gets richer even more. It's weird, you know. When person suffers, you know, it's easy to pull all the suffering from around, you know, environment, and you suffer more. It's weird. I don't really understand how it works like, but you know, that was the worst moment she could have told me that, because you know that was the moment I needed her the most. But hey, that was my decision, okay? I didn't respect her, I didn't value her enough. I asked for this, so you know, this is something you have created, now swallow it. So you know, I've been, one thing which somehow helped me get through yesterday night was it's, by the way, it's this daytime and everything again. What helped me to really get through, you know, I just felt like we, one second, we finished our phone talk and phone chat, you know, and that was like, you know, she's good, she's gone for good this time. This is like, this is it, okay, this is it. We've been trying to figure it out. We've been negotiating how it may look like, how we should, what should we do in this decision, because we care for each other. But you know, she has already made her mind. She has already made up her mind 2 weeks ago. You know, before I've asked for another chance, she just tried, okay? She tried, and she realized, you know, it's pointless for her, because she will suffer even more. She will probably suffer even more down the road, so she has to bail out, you know, from this relationship. And I understand it, because I can't answer that for myself, to myself. What will happen in a year and a half? Will I be brave and ready enough to actually move out? Now everything changes, okay? Because obviously it's different. I really wished that she would fight. I mean, it's totally understandable. I mean, a year and a half, you know, it wasn't constant pain, but every few weeks, months, you know, it was very hard for her because of my sick mental health, I guess. And it was hard for her, so I just wished she would have fight a little more, because you know, I was getting used to the idea and replacing every fear, every negative thought with cool possibilities. You know, you will have a person which really cares about you, which really loves you, and you will share everything together. She's the one and everything, and it was getting easier, you know. But I didn't want to promise her something I wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure myself if I'm not trying to save her because I was afraid, because it was painful for me. I was trying to be really transparent about it, and I didn't want to knock her, you know, in either way. So yeah, she has made her choice, and it was hard for me, because you know, there was a moment like we shared our point of views. You know, I've listened to her, what she had to say, and there was like time like we had no other words to say. You know, it was like a silence, and I could stay in that silence for hours. You know, I could not sleep probably the whole night, just to stay there and know that she's on the other side. But you know, it was getting harder and harder for her. So yeah, so she ended the phone call, and we agreed that this is it. Okay, so let's wrap it up. My father has a kidney cancer, and my girlfriend has final decision. She moved out from my life. I don't want to say she left me, because I forced her, you know, to do it. So it's super hard, and it would be so much nicer life to have her, not to share my problems with, but to listen to her, like she's alright, she's doing fine, like talking about our future, because obviously all those problems here would only make me stronger. So every fear might be, just a paper tiger, something which is frightening, but you shouldn't be afraid of it. It's a paper tiger, okay? It won't do anything, so all my fears would dissolve in time, I guess, and we would make it somehow together, because we are fighting for each other. But she's not here. She's not here anymore. She has bailed out, and I'm not blaming her. So people don't. I'm not blaming her. Okay, I understand her. I understand her because I have subconsciously, you know the word, I was pushing our relationship to this very moment. But at that time when she has shared the news that she wants out, that she has decided this is it, that for the first time, we had this 2-week break time where we just had time for ourselves. When we weren't talking to each other, we were just dealing with it. She was angry, she was trying to forget, she was suffering. I was I was happy, I'm free, like I've got every other possibilities. It was before the time I have realized that I don't want any other possibilities. I don't want any other girl. I want her and her alone, and I love her, and I just finally felt the mutual emotion we were looking for, the love. I mean, she was in love with me, but I just didn't feel it, okay? And I was like, oh my god, it's finally here. I'm not gonna let it, get extinguished. I'm not gonna let it, disappear. I'm just gonna feed it, so we grow our love between each other. So, but it's not the reality that happened, okay? I'm all alone. She was the only person, because I don't keep friends, I don't have any friends. I've got some people, I had friends when I was younger, but I don't have any friends, to be honest, like real ones with who I meet. So she was the only person, except for my family, the only person, okay? Sometimes, very often, she was not more, but she was closer to me than any other family member, because, it's just easier to share your deepest things with a person. I don't know, it's just different, okay? If you love someone, if you're like with a partner, it's, at least for me, it was like the closest person that could be mentally. I could share everything with her, like my deepest fears, my deepest dilemmas and everything, okay? I don't do it with my family. So I'm all alone in a really hard time, and it's like the very beginning, and there are like 2 things I dream about now, okay? My father health, obviously, and my girlfriend. And it's not like I want her back because I need her. I want her back because I want her to see that I can do it, okay? I can do it for us. I can do it for her. She can be proud of me. I can feel I can do it, okay? Obviously, I'm really hurt right now, and I think differently, but the idea, I just knew I can do it. I'm just really hurt that she hasn't been with me long enough to see it as well and to give it a chance. It's not blame, it's just a regret, which I have with myself, because I've created the whole thing. So yeah, I don't think we'll see any more travel videos. I don't think we will. Let's see how many batteries left. It's 55 minutes. 55 minutes, okay. Uh, okay, here's the positive thing, because the positive thing in all this, have I forgotten about it? Sorry. Uh, uh, assume that people suffer, assume that people are hurt, no matter if it's a, imagine depression, like, oh my god, my keyboard broke, I'm depressed and everything. It hurts just as real as any other feeling, so let's just assume everyone has their own battle. Be kind to each other. I really can't go back in past and fix, what I've done to her. I'm so sorry, She's been all alone in there. She needed my support and I wasn't there. I was hurting her and I was like, I know it's really hard for you. Here, take my weight as well, Take some of that problems I've been dealing with, I've hurt her so much. So let's just be kind to each other, okay? Because we never know. I mean, we may know, but we don't feel the weight of it because we can't. Most of the time we can't. We know that someone might be in a very tough moment in their lives, but it's just really hard because you listen. 1 second, I have to blow my nose. Like 10 seconds, and I'm back. So she's incredible woman, and I have only realized recently how strong she really is. But even though she was so strong, she needed so much support. The funny thing is, that was the support I could easily give her, It was like a mental support. If I only dealt with my problems, which were, pretty much meaningless, and I could have been there for her and help her. But instead I was putting more and more problems on her shoulder, and yeah. So here's the reality. I literally didn't want to get up from the bed today. I asked myself, was it a dream? No, it wasn't a dream. It really happened yesterday. Here comes the real battle, it's right ahead of you. What can I do, but what I could have done differently was to respect my girlfriend, because obviously I didn't want it, but sometimes I couldn't help it, and like all that pressure, not pressure, but all this not being happy with the relationship, I was condensing all this in myself, inside me, and from time to time it was like bursting and hurting her. Ask yourself, if you have a girlfriend, ask yourself, and it's, a hard time for you guys, just imagine she's not there, I asked myself that very often, and I was like, hell no, I want to be with her, Obviously it wasn't as strong as now, but and same goes if you're like fighting little wars, like, oh my god, my car is dirty and I don't want to do it, if you're gonna die in 2 days or 3 days, would it really matter? I don't know, it just gives you another reality and point of view, I guess, that some things don't really matter. Funny thing is that I still worry about, you know, clean stuff like my rubber rugs in my car. I worry about things and I can't stop it, you know. It makes me angry because I know it's one of the things that pushed my girlfriend away from me. Well, yeah, those are my demons. Everyone's got their own demons. I'm trying to counter all the negatives with positives. This is what I've been doing yesterday at night. I've been just Alice in Chains, not very optimistic song. Yeah, but I've been looking at all those cozy places, you know, closed, enclosed places, very cozy ones. It helped me greatly, you know. It just helps to, if you're thirsty, think about water. If you're hungry, think about food, you know, the times when you were full. If you're cold, think about all the heat you've been fighting during the summer. It just helps to balance things out, okay? So obviously, mentally I'm out of my place. Those are not the problems I'm used to deal with. They are like much higher caliber. You know, they are much bigger in size. I don't know how to deal with such problems, so you know, I've been looking at those comforty zones and I've been imagining myself right there, you know, comforting myself. Those are little things, you know. Just stick to your little things, I guess, and try to live your life, I guess. Just, I promised you some positives, but it's hard, okay? It's hard. I mean, obviously there are some positives I would like to share with you. Maybe next video I'm just gonna go and record another video I wanted to record before all this happened, and I'm gonna do it because what can I do? But I really would like this video to be just a bad memory where everything worked out, you know, and everyone is safe. There's a lot of bad stuff going on right now in the world, you know, the coronavirus outbreak spreading across the Europe. There are lots of bad things, you know, and I feel like I want to quit, you know, like I'm not brave enough to kill myself. I don't feel like I want to kill myself, but I just didn't want to get up from the bed today because I didn't want to live in that reality. You know, it disgusts me because I had a trouble with living in my comfort zone. And now this comes and it's like I'm way out of my league here, you know. Let's all just swallow a death pill and let's get out of here, you know, because yeah. But that's just me. I have to be supportive, I have to be strong, you know, for my family, but I just wish my girlfriend was here, you know. I just really miss her so much. I've been missing her so much lately, you know, and yeah, obviously I could, you know, tell her that everything will be alright, listen, we're gonna move together and everything, but I'm not gonna lie her. I've never lied her and I'm not gonna do it now because I'm not sure of it, And I just wish she would be with me, because I really loved her. I swear to God, if she, will have any doubts, and she will show me a sign of doubt, and like maybe she would like to try again, I'm not gonna let her go. Hopefully, by the time this video hits online, we'll be together, my father will be healthy, and there will be more good in the world, okay? So stay strong, people, okay? Cherish the little things. I remember about cherishing little things, because I remember I've made a video about me walking around with a camera and just looking what have my parents have created, all those rooms, all those coziness. The video is like a few videos back, probably, just me walking around with a camera, looking at that stuff. I was appreciating little things, but yeah, I guess this all comes with, being a human being, making mistakes. I just wish I had a chance to really fix all the bad things I have done to my girlfriend. Because it doesn't give me ease, my mind is restless. Not because I need her back in my life, but because I have disappointed her for no good reason. And I had her, and I've changed her. I don't know, I didn't want to be a bad lesson in her life, I wanted her to be the most, I cared for her happiness almost all the time, even though I was hurting her sometimes. Her happiness was my happiness, because every time I knew if she is happy, I was happy. Even though I was sad, as I was battling my demons, my depression, me knowing that she's alright, if she was in her hometown, she was with her family, I was like, I'm strong enough, I can, deal with my demons, I can deal with my depression, because I know she's fine. And what I know right now, that she's all alone again. She suffers, she doesn't have many people around her, she has a family far away from her. This is my reality, and I have to deal with it. Obviously I'm gonna let her know, but she knows that I'm here. I told her that I'm not gonna, write to her many times, because I don't wanna make it more painful for her. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep letting her know that I'm here, okay, that she's not alone. At least this is what I can do. I'm not gonna pull her on my side, because I think it's like something she has to decide for herself. I don't wanna add any more difficulties into the whole process of her life. So that's it, people. This is like me filling you up what's going on right now, because maybe more people will watch those videos, and at one time, I don't know. So this happened, okay? This happened, and if you're brave enough, strong enough, now be there for the loved ones, for the people who love you. You preach one thing and do another thing, stupid Chan. But yeah, she has created, with her tears, with her suffering, a much, much better person, I'm so much better person because of her. I just wish she could experience it and benefit from it. Bulka Potter. Maj Błaczka. hopefully you will never see this video, you know, because I'm a mentally strong guy. At least this is what I believe, but I'm very emotional as well. So yeah. Hopefully you will never see this video. Hopefully you will be far away from my book. You know, all happy. Sorry for that. Be right back. All happy, you know, with your life, the way you dreamt about it, you know, all happy. You will never see this video because I know how painful it will be for you, okay? I'm gonna try and fight for you in a very neutral way, so you don't, you know, feel like I'm just gonna try and let you know that I'm here. I know that you know that, but I don't know, I'm just gonna be there and let you know that I'm here. Whenever you feel like, you know, maybe you wanna try again, that would be it. Because I want to fight for it as well, so hopefully in future you will see another video like we made it, you know, we're together. By the way, you know, we have lots of videos together and beautiful times, and I have to upload them. Okay? They're in Polish mostly, but at one point I have switched to English, so the whole world can understand what's going on behind those videos. Little, you know, snippets of life. But I have so many beautiful memories with that girl which I love so much, and I have to watch it. Okay, I'm not watching those videos, but I'm probably gonna watch a couple of those videos, and you know, there are a couple of videos when I see her smiling, and I miss that so much, you know, her smile, her being happy, hear her voice. It's so from different reality when we were really, you know, happy, and we didn't have many worries in our lives. We were, yeah. Yeah. So what do I do here? Huh? I love that girl. But again, her love has extinguished, you know? Her love is gone. And it's not for me. I want her to be happy. And I feel like I might cause more pain to her than good. So if I'm gonna fight for her, I'm gonna do it in a very neutral way, so she will be able to live her life, you know, just the usual, but she will know that I'm here, that she isn't alone, okay? At the same time I have to be strong for my family. It would be much easier, you know, have this person, I mean, not even that person, but have everything sorted on this side, so I can focus my strength fighting, you know, and fighting battles with my family. Right now, I don't have anyone here. I'm all alone. It's empty. It's just a pain, you know, remembering that you have hurt the person who loved you so much. And here's even more pain, seriousness, and I'm between. And I'm the guy who had trouble to cope with his small life when I didn't have any real worries in my life. So let's see how it goes. Sorry for all that rambling. Hopefully you will find some knowledge, some lesson in all this, and maybe it will help you somehow. I really don't know. I just felt like I would like to make this video yesterday, but yeah. There is lots of unknown, okay? Coming, it's on the horizon, and all those unknown things I've been fearing of, like, moving out, like an adult life with my girlfriend. Really? Those were my fears? Those were the things I should have fight for and want to go in the same direction with my girlfriend, but no, I don't want to leave my comfy place, I don't even, I have to live with myself, day after day. I totally understand why she wanted to be away, I'm like a super toxic person. Okay, so next video, I'm gonna make another video about vacuum cleaner, about changing filters, because this is how I am. Yeah. What can I do? What can I do? Really? I've been lost in life my almost entire life. And it's even worse now, but what I'm gonna try to do, remember about combos, bad things pull in more bad things. I'm gonna lie to myself, I'm gonna hack my mind and try to be like the super positive guy, I've been happy, depressed guy most of my life, laughing and talking with people, and I've been suffering inside, so it's nothing new to me, but I'm gonna try to convince myself, hey, you have Nintendo Switch, you have a girlfriend who's not, you don't have a girlfriend, but you have a girl with who you can talk, who was super dear to you, and you've got your family members. I'm gonna try and be strong in all this. So thank you for watching, and hopefully more good videos will come in future, and I really would like to go again to some new place with my girlfriend and with you guys. It will be totally different. Me loving my girlfriend, she knowing about it, she trusting me that it's going everything in a good direction. I wonder how it would be. Okay, so we'll see how it's gonna be. Stay strong, stay positive, take care of your health, preach to your family about staying healthy. At least you can't convince someone, but at least you can let them know, if something might be better for them, let them know so they know. That's it, I guess. Thank you very much for your time. I had to do this, okay? I felt like I want to do this, even though it wasn't comfortable, but maybe it will be important in the whole series of videos, for everyone to understand what's been going on, how it looks like, okay? All our videos look all very happy, but everyone struggles, and I know it, that there are no super happy couples, no super happy people. Everyone have ups and downs. We're all fighting, we are all together in all this, this whole life is interconnected. So it's easier if you are good for people, strangers, your family. It's easier because you just feel like you haven't done anything wrong. Because if I knew I haven't done anything wrong and my girlfriend decided to leave me, I'm okay, but I'm not, okay? I have a big complaints towards myself because I have done so many bad things. Even though I didn't want to do them, I've done them, okay? And that troubles me, that weighs me down. It's heavy, you know, it's hard to breathe. It's hard to get up, you know, from the bed because the reality changes and it's not the reality I've been privileged to live in before. It was heaven before. You know, this girl, she wasn't living in heaven, and I was still making harder for her instead of supporting her. Come on, why are you so stupid? Why can't we see such things before, you know, the really bad things happen? I don't know, but maybe, you know, somehow it will remind us. And, you know, just as my girlfriend made me a better person, maybe this video will somehow make you a better person. Because if you do good things, you know, the right things, there is no weight behind you. There's no things that, you know, pulls you back. There are things that support you because, you know, you're the good person, you've done the good things, okay? I don't ask you to sacrifice your own life because, you know, you have to be strong, you have to think about yourself as well. But if you have a chance, you know, maybe there is a way to help someone, to give something that doesn't really bothers you, you know? So let's end this right here with these positive things, guys. So I'm gonna make a video about vacuum cleaner. Let's see how it goes, okay? So the next day after this video, there will be a video uploaded which I'm gonna start making now about vacuum cleaners. Which is like, wow, yeah. So this is, you know, you're making videos about vacuum cleaners. But hey, if someone enjoys watching them, if that's, you know, like, making someone day better, why not? Why not? Peace out, guys. Peace out. I just need to say something good. You know, there is lots of good in the world, but there's also lots of bad in the world, okay? And this is how it's gonna be always, you know, because those two things have to coexist. But yeah, I've just recollected the good things. Two things I have learned recently, even long time, not so long time, but not during the suffering, but, you know, during the good time with my girlfriend, when I was happy, when everything in my family was okay. Two things: stay calm, okay? Stay calm no matter what situation. Be calm. Make everyone around you calm. Just take it easy. Be nice. One of the best lessons I have learned in my 35 years. Only recently I have learned about this, and oh my god, I forgot the other thing, but yeah, this is really important. Just be calm, okay? Your calmness is contagious. Your anger is contagious. So if you're calm, you have the power, okay, to calm everything around you. It's like a superpower. People don't realize they have it, but it's real, okay? Use it for the good cause. It's easy. super easy, but it's hard to master because there are different, levels of situations around you, and it's easier to stay calm in easier situations, but sometimes you just lose control. This is the process of learning, but that's the fight. That's the positive thing I wanted to share with you. One of them, at least, because I forgot others. And yeah, if you watch this video to the very end, this is the reward. Be calm, be nice, but being calm is just like, it's a beautiful thing because it helps everyone, not just you, but everyone, okay? It helps you slow down, slow everything down, no matter how fast life goes on, slow it down. You have that superpower, and be calm, okay? Be calm. I know it sounds crazy, but I've been using it recently, and it works. It freaking works. I know it's like a superpower. People need to know about it, okay? If you cut this video and separate the whole thing and just leave it, be calm, so you can spread the word, so people know about it, because not many people realize it as a weapon. No matter what happens, someone cut you short on the road, be calm, Someone goes out and want to punch you in the face, be calm, man, sorry, be nice, You cut me out, sorry, I honked you or anything. Just diffuse the situation with your calmness. Nobody will punch you if you will feel sorry, like, listen dude, I'm really sorry. It's a weapon, okay? It's a superpower. It's a superpower. I'm gonna try to share this superpower with my family in this very hard time. You have this superpower as well. Use it for a good cause. And it's easy. It's always easy. Whenever you feel anger, remember about calm. Being calm, Calamity? I don't think if it's the word, but you know what I mean. So thank you for watching, and I know it's not much in all this negativity, but yeah, I think it's a good counter thing against all that negative, because once you realize how powerful that being calm, and spreading this calmness around you, how powerful superpower weapon it is, you will realize you are strong, okay, and you can do things you wouldn't have imagined. So thank you. Smile no matter what, and be calm. Be calm. Back to my usual, tiny crap, I guess. I would like to be, vlogging about it and share it with you, how it goes on with everything, but for now I think like that's it, I'm an introvert, and I'm not really that kind of a person that I just munch on all those things inside my head, it all goes in my body. I don't spread it across the world, I mean, not even with my family, not with my brother, mother, okay, it goes, my girlfriend knew about it. My girlfriend knew me better than my parents, in some ways, because she knew what I'm battling, how I'm feeling, but it wasn't fair, because it was touching her as well. She saw me suffering, she wanted to help me, and there is no way she could help me because I'm the one who can help myself. So yeah, it was hard for her as well. But before I go another hour, yeah, be calm. Try it, because it really works. No matter how people want to force you in their chaos, slow them down. Okay, man, I understand you. Can you slow down? Just be calm. and everything calms down around you as well. You know, we have another weapon, time. If you're calm, you stretch that time, you stretch it to your advantage. Okay, if you hurry, if you're angry, the time shortens, you feel more pressure, stress. No, calm, slow down. You know, your time stretches, you have more comfortable life around you. So that's the positivity. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.